Okay, this is a cubic question where we have to figure out the coefficients of a cubic equation, and it's a little bit trickier. We're going to need a system of equations, but if we just go through it step by step, I don't think it's so incredibly hard. Let's try it. It says, here's the function, x cubed plus ax squared plus bx minus 2 is sketched below. They tell you that minus 1 and minus 1 is a turning point. You're looking at it here, and the r is another turning point. And they want us to show that a is 1 and b is minus 1. Well, the first thing, if x is minus 1 and y is minus 1, then f of x is really just another way of saying y. So y is minus 1. And if x is minus 1, if we substitute it in here, we put minus 1 in here, we're going to get minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. We're going to add 3 to minus 1 and get 2. We're going to work out this and this, and we're going to get a minus b. Minus 1 squared is 1. That's minus b there. So there's an equation. 2 equals a minus b. If we could get another equation and solve the system of equations, we'd have our answer. Well, what else do we know? We know that if x is minus 1, y is minus 1. But we also know this is a turning point. So if the gradient, and how do we find gradients? We take the derivative. If the gradient's 0, it's 0 at the turning point. So we know that f prime of x must be 0 right there at minus 1 with the gradient. And this is the equation of the gradients. All we do is take this original function and take the derivative. 3 times x and bring it down 1, 3x squared, you get 2ax, you get b. And you make it equal 0. But we know when x is minus 1, the gradient is 0. F prime of x is 0. So we put in minus 1 and we get a new equation. This is going to be 3. That becomes minus 3. That's minus 2a and a. Now all we do is take equation 1 and take equation 2 and just add them together. A plus minus 2a is minus a. 2 plus minus 3 is minus 1. We get minus a equals minus 1, so a must be 1. We were supposed to show that a is minus 1. And if we put 1 back in here, we're going to get that b equals minus 1 if we solve it. You just put 1 back in here, and a is 1 back in there, and then solve for b. You'd get b equals minus 1. Well, that's it. That's the difficult question, I think, the first part. Let's stop it there. Question 1's a tricky one. We'll do 2 and 3 on another video.